Hello, 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 my name is Crafters, and welcome to another episode on the BrokeRockSMP server. And today we are starting things off right here at the staircase leading up to this very, very cool balloon, which houses our nether portal. We built this in the last episode, and I am not really going to use it today because, of course, as we all know, 1.11 is out. And I want to get this stuff done. I want to get the cactus farm done. I want to get the bamboo farm done. And I want to get the super smelter done. That is going to be placed right around here so that we can get XP. But first, of course, we have to terraform the area just a little bit. Flatten it. Make it nice. Make it pretty. Make it good for us to build this smelter. I'm not sure how I'm going to decorate it. First, I want to get it done, get it built, make it work. And then after seeing where all the technical stuff, all the redstone is going to go, then I can build around it. And hopefully make it look good. Anyway, so let's get started on that terraforming. So I flattened out the area, but as you can see, I have left these spaces right here. And these are going to be for the chests. And the reason these chests are so important is because I'm using Exumavoid's design. Of course, the Java players have been able to do this for quite some time now. But this is new to us in Bedrock. So what I'm essentially doing is I'm going to be using these chests to limit the amount of cactus that the that the furnaces can smelt. And I'm going to be starting on this side because I want the bamboo to be coming directly into it from this side, and then the cactus is going to be coming down underground. So that way there's not going to be a lot of tubes and water flows, etc., crossing between this thing. I want this to be a nice clean area. So that being said, I think all we have to do now is just place some of these hoppers. There we go. And then let's see, there we go. Now I'm only going to build one module, and every module has 8 furnaces, and that's because of basically where the ice needs to be and how far the water flows. So the water would be flowing over it and, you know, pushing the items, and then, you know, every once in a while it would need a gap to be able to be pushed more with ice. So it's better to have modules instead of just dipping down. So yeah, there we go. There's that, and then I think we got just like that. And then finally, this one's going to be a bit tricky. There we go. Excellent. Heck, it took me more time to gather up the iron to make these hoppers than it took me to build it. So there we go. Now that's the easy part. Now we need to connect up all the fuel sources, or I guess just the fuel source, and the item to be cooked. So let's see what we can do with that. So this is the elevator that's going to take the cactus all the way up to the smelter. As you see, I put some soul sand there to make it go up faster, and then of course I've blocked it off with the signs business as usual, and then of course the packed ice. And this is where the cactus is falling down into. So hopefully with this ice, you should see it push the cactus. Let's see, okay. And then let's go ahead and put some packed ice. And whoops, Sure. Let's leave it at that. And then another block of ice. So hopefully that should work. Although, to be perfectly honest, I think I remember the slime having trouble doing that, so I had to add more packed ice. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then hopefully this works. So you'll notice that the items are actually going all the way up in there. I had a lot of trouble doing it this way, but apparently I was actually worried for nothing, because apparently the cactus, I don't know if you... Yeah, there's one coming right now. It actually goes over the bedrock without having to have ice on it. It actually goes into the elevator. I'm surprised that it does that. I thought I was going to have to either raise this one above so that I can have ice right there, or maybe even figure out a way to just remove that bedrock, which I didn't want to have to do. So it's a good thing that that's working. Now, let's see if we can connect it into the smelter. Okay, so this is the system that I have built to dispense the fuel. Now, the bamboo needs to be coming at a steady rate, which is why I used this design right here. Originally, when I had it in creative, I had a different design that was connected all to one dropper, which would dispense the items one at a time, and it was not coming in fast enough. So there's going to have to be a dropper for every single line here, and the most difficult part is probably going to be connecting the rails, because at the edge here they connect to each other unless you extend it further. So yeah, that is going to be the hardest. But as you can see, I've done some redstone here. It's actually quite simple. I wrestled around with it for a while until I just found out a whole bunch of different answers on YouTube. So what happens is these hoppers are obviously going to be taking the items in. Actually, I think I'm supposed to have, yeah, here we go. Oh, here. And this should make sure that each one of these hoppers is dispensing one of the bamboo at any given time. So all of these are going to be dispensing at the same time, or dropping, I guess. And then I'm going to try and figure out a way to enter into that hopper. So I think I'm nearly done with this project. The rails are in. The hopper minecarts are perfectly aligned. I got that switch there to turn it on and off. That's going to be on obviously when the flying machine is on, and it's going to be off when the flying machine isn't running, because I don't want to have to keep hearing these things going back and forth. They are pretty loud. I think the last thing left for me to do here is to build up the wall on this thing. I'm going to make it out of glass. And of course I'm going to use leaves wherever the flying machine has to touch so that it doesn't break. So hopefully that should be it. I can't think of anything else. I mean, other than doing the water stream down below there to collect the items into the furnace. But for now, let's see. Let me just go. Okay. Yeah, I think that looks nice. I'm liking the gray glass that I've been using lately. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish it up with this. So everything seems to be in the right place. Right now, all I have to do is a bit of a test run to see if it is going to work. Now, let's see. First, I have to flick this. And that is off. So I can turn this back off. Yes. Okay, everything seems to be working great. Okay, so that's falling on top. That's okay. I can just extend the wall. And then let's see. I have to activate the mine carts. Okay, a whole bunch of stuff getting spat out, but that's okay. And they all stop there. Excellent. Okay, and now let's just see if they're all ending up. Perfect! Oh, excellent. Okay. This is gonna work perfectly for us. Okay, so I think Wandering Trader spawning might be a little bit broken because my base is absolutely crawling with llamas right now. Look at this! It's absolutely ridiculous! So I've come over here on the Minecraft wiki so I can show you guys with some numbers and try to explain to you what I'm going for here with this smelter. I want to be able to get from level 27 all the way to level 30 just by taking out the items in the smelter. That means that we are going to need the amount of experience that covers these levels right here. So what we need to do is add up in our calculator 97 plus 102 plus 107, and that gets us 306. Now what are we going to do with that number? Well, we're going to go all the way up here, and where it says cactus, we're going to find out that it yields 0.2 experience every time one gets smelted, which means that we're going to have to divide that 306 by 0.2, which gets us 1530. Now that is the total amount of experience that, or no, not experience, that's the total amount of cactus that we need to smelt to get from level 27 to level 30. Now the way we figure out how to interact with that number is we divide that by 64, and that is going to give us 23.9 stacks roughly that we have to smelt, which means that we're gonna have to round that up obviously to 24. And of course we have to account for the inventory slots in the smelter and in the hopper. So that's going to be -1 for the smelter and then -5 for the hopper, which means 18 stacks, 18 inventory slots that we need to have free in the chest that it's going to end up in, and only 18. So this is what I've come up with for the smelter. It doesn't look pretty. It's got a lot of pieces back there that don't look so nice, but it's not meant to at this stage. We are nowhere near the decorating stage quite yet. We are still working out quite a bit of bugs. I'm going to be working on this in the next episode, definitely, but I'm going to show you what I have done with this. So as you see, I've added the composter, which takes all of the excess cactus that isn't being put into these furnaces if they're all full. So the cactus skips over and goes straight into the composter. So that means I've got myself quite a bit of bone meal, which I think I'm going to use for something nice. And then, of course, I've limited the inventory space of all of these chests. This is the only one so far that has filled up the whole 18, plus the the hopper and everything else. So this one right here should take me straight to level 30 if my calculations are correct. But before we do that, I'd like to show you what I've actually done back here with this. So the fuel, or the bamboo, comes out from here, gets sent through this, goes into that water elevator, cycles all the way through, goes all the way on top of these hoppers with the water, and then any excess is going to fall down here and then get looped back into the system, so that way there's no excess bamboo. It's all getting fed back into it. So let me just show you a quick demonstration of it. Let me just go up here and let me turn this on once again. Whoops. There we go. And then let me go turn on the rails. Something, by the way, hopefully you guys can help me in the comments, but the ones in the middle aren't growing for some reason, and I don't know why. But let's, whoops, got on fire there. Let's turn that on, and then let's take a trip outside so I can show you guys exactly how this works. go. Okay, so you'll see right now that the fuel gets dispersed in these furnaces, and one by one they light up. And if there's any excess, it gets looped back around. And so you see they pretty much all light up. Now obviously we don't have enough fuel to power this last furnace, which is something I'm going to have to work on in the next episode. But really, what I really want to see right now is if this works. So let's hope it takes me straight to level 30. Now let me just make sure I don't have my mending stuff on me. There we go. Actually, that's what I needed to take care of. And then I need to take this out while I'm holding something without mending. And let's see. Does it work? Yes! Oh my god, I am so happy. I can't believe that actually worked. You know, part of me was like, there's no way it's actually going to work first try. But I can't believe it did. Oh my goodness, I am so happy. So, you know what? Thank you for watching, MrCrafters. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and don't forget to hit that bell.